This video is about the new Onshape API program I wrote. I call it Display States. And let me just show you what it's about. First off, I'm running in a browser tab because it still hasn't been released in the API. When it is, you'll be able to run it as a tab inside of Onshape. It sits on top of the document loader, which I wrote a while back. And you have to tell me, well, what document am I going to be working on? So I clicked on the document loader, and what the document loader does is it goes through and it looks at my documents, and then it lists what's inside of the document. What's new with this version of the document loader is I list all the assemblies first, then all of the part studios after that. And without this checked, right, this is the search for the document loader. This only displays parts, studios, and the assemblies. Okay, from here, we need to get into a part studio. So I'm going to left mouse click on the part studio. And what that does is it fires off Onshape, and it's going to load that file that I just picked. We'll come back over here because the next thing that I can do, and this is new, is I can go into display states, and a display state is a right mouse click, and what that does is it actually brings up all the parts associated with this particular document. And from this point I can come over here to Onshape, take a look at it, and it'll show me exactly what this part looks like. I'll come over here and hide this and show you that the colors just aren't quite up to snuff. So I want to change all of these colors. I want to get them to a state that looks real. So let's go off, and I can right mouse click and try and rename this stuff and set the colors. But the display state program that I wrote, I wanted to make it easy. So this LED, all I need to do is click on red. And if I come over to Onshape, notice how it instantaneously changed that part to red. So let's just go through and fix some of these. This is the LED backdrop. This piece is copper. This is a PCB, so we'll make that green. We'll make the resistors blue. Now notice how the images aren't updating, but there is a bar that's telling you what the color really is. The reason why this is happening is because Onshape uses a image server, and it's actually stacking up what images have changed, and it will update these colors, but it's going to update these colors. It takes it about 30 seconds to update the actual colors themselves. So if I come back and if I take a look at this, I'll notice that, okay, it's starting to change. Also, what I want to do is let's make the outsides transparent. So I have access to the transparency properties associated with these files. And if I take a look at what's going on inside of Onshape, it'll update depending on the display state that I've chosen. Also, what's accessible is the properties. So I can come over here and I can say, you know what, this isn't part one, this is a resistor. So I can sit down and name these. So basically, it's just one area where you can quickly come in here and start defining what these parts are. Eventually, you can get into the sheets, which are really surfaces. There are surfaces, so I can control what all of those are supposed to look like and the transparencies associated with them. And then, once again, it all ties back to the Onshape model and what's going on. What I'm working on is, one, when I'm in a document loader, right now it only works for part studios. I'm going to work with the assemblies, makes it easy for you to change the colors for the assemblies. And then after that, I'm going to store these display states and we'll talk to you later.